Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Alien RPG Colonial Marines. We have the 13th SEU with us today in full force. So let's go ahead and start off with Sergeant Stratford being played by Anthony. How are you doing today, Sergeant?
Oh, I'm doing great. How are you, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. Looking forward to see how Sergeant Stratford leads the Marines today in their operation. Recently promoted Corporal Shepard happened to miss last session due to being out and about for the July 4th weekend. I hope you had a great time, Corporal Shepard, being played by Jeremy. How are you doing today?
Good, man. It's good to be back.
And then we have Lance Corporal Davis being played by Severian, the sharpshooter of the team. Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you. Glad to be here.
And down at the bottom here, we have good old PFC Finnegan being played by Alpha Wolf Zero. How are you doing today, PFC?
Good. Good. How about you?
Doing great. Always loving it whenever we get to play a little bit of Colonial Marines, especially twice in 1 week. This is great. Then we have PFC Zap played by Loth. How are you doing today, sir?
Hoorah!
Hoorah and Semper Fi to you, sir. And finally, we have PFC Sire being played by Hermes. Good afternoon to you and that awesome face.
I'll tell you what kind of afternoon it is.
What kind of afternoon is it?
It's a good afternoon.
Oh, it's a good afternoon. Fantastic. So, we take you back to a planet that is owned by the Three Worlds Empire, and could be thought of being run by the company, as all things are in this dystopian future. On this planet, there was a little bit of issue whenever the planet was first settled. Apparently, Seegson thought they had a claim, and yet the company and Three World Empire had already staked the claim. 3 colony ships had been sent out to land on the planet, and they were kind of held in a holding pattern. The company, and all of its, benevolence and, grand schemes, allowed each of the colony ships to have 100 square miles near the what has been called the nest, the area where Three World Empire has staked their claim. And these places, unfortunately, aren't doing too well. The administrator for the planet from the Three World Empire wants to see the colonies gone. There has been thievery and murder, and there's just, things are not going well. When we last left off with the Marines on Tuesday, they had met with the council of one of the colonies. The colony that's probably doing the best, called Nolosha. And there was 5 council members that they met in order to kind of grease the wheels a little bit and do a little bit of humanitarian aid. They had brought rations with them, along with some grain that the company contributed. And so they were given a tip to talk to a farmer by the name of Haban. And right now, we are in the center of the Nilosha city area, the little town, where the Marines, along with the security force team known as Squad Adam, is just finishing up talking. So the major council member that kind of spoke with them the most was a man by the name of Jaffe. And so Jaffe kind of sees everyone out, has their respirators back on their face, because remember, the air here has high concentrations of CO2 and ammonia, so you have to wear a respirator when outside. And so Jaffe kind of has his respirator over his face, and he comes up to Sergeant Stratford, and he says, "Be careful with my people. When you finish your mission, please return to us and let us know what happened out there, if you would." Well, somebody's a good girl.
Of course. Thanks once again for the dinner and the food and the rest, and the company.
The pleasure is all ours, and we hope to see you again here under better circumstances. And he kind of does hands across his chest and bows, and Sergeant Brookson, and you are no longer held in place. Sergeant Brookson says, We'll load up and we'll set up a perimeter to the south. I know where this farm is. You're gonna take this road all the way down, and then you're gonna make a hard right to head to the north. Whenever you start heading north, we'll set up a perimeter to the south. You need anything else from us, Sergeant?
No, it sounds like an excellent plan. Thank you, Sarge.
Yep, roger that. All right, Adam Squad, mount up. We're moving out. And so everyone from Adam Squad kind of heads over to the up-armored, the Hodai vehicle. What are you guys doing?
Is there still a couple kids outside playing, like, with the soccer ball or whatever?
Oh, yeah. So the squads were kind of playing soccer out here. The kids are probably over here in this little park kind of area. This is, by the way, I need to fix one thing on this map. This is a larger scale map, so it's 10 feet per square. This green fields. Let me set that up real quick. Just in case. I mean, not that will be, a big issue. Because nothing's going to happen here.
For those of us who were absent last week, what is the Marines' mission on this planet?
Sergeant?
Sorry, say that again? I missed what you said.
What? I wasn't here last week. What is the Marines' mission on this planet? Refresh my memory, please.
Right. So we're touching down, right? And Three Worlds Empire had a colony on this planet, right? Weyland-Yutani is cooperating. We're allied with Three Worlds Empire. Well, there were a couple of colony boats that drifted into space here onto Greenfields. And they weren't Three World Empire. They're not Weyland-Yutani. They are, I forget already. What are they?
Seegson-backed frontier colony ships.
Right.
So from other colonies.
Right, just random frontier ships. So they landed. They didn't have clearance. Three World Empire let them land, let them touch down, let them set up, give them 100 square miles of land. So there's a lot of conflict there already. But the problem is that, at least from the side of the Seegson-backed colonies, is that they needed work. And Weyland-Yutani promised them work. However, Weyland-Yutani started to move in more automation into their workforce, so it's created a lot of tensions, a lot of labor conflicts wage, and a lot of these colonies, these Seegson-backed colonies, are being thrusted into poverty and destabilization, and then causing issues to the Three World Empire colony, the Nest. So we're here to take down the leaders of this insurgency that's on the rise within these factions because of these tensions. So that's where we're at with it right now. Is everything that I've told you is what we know going into it, and so ideally we're going to try to resolve this for the betterment of everyone involved. But obviously mission completion is top priority.
So those insurgents have been attacking crop harvesters also, specifically.
So we're specifically seek and destroy on insurgency. This is a peacekeeping mission?
I mean, more or less, right? As we've been here, it's kind of developed a little more clearer, and it's kind of gotten a little more complicated. But essentially, yeah, we're here to just snuff out the insurgency before it becomes a problem.
Got it.
It's rumored to be a part of the an uprising to overthrow the Three World Empire.
The one of the major things that came up last time is they believe it to be a UPP backed kind of thing.
I see.
Not us per se, but Weyland-Yutani Three World Empire seems to think that.
Yep. Yeah. Wallace Rankin, the planetary governor, and Sarah Ives, the Weyland-Yutani vice president, both believe that.
Right, but the leader of the Matterhorn, the leader of the hands-on guard, like the farm guard, I guess militia, so to speak here, security forces, doesn't seem to think so. So we're a bit of an odds in terms of what's true, what's false. There have also been rumors that there's some USMC gear being distributed or being seen amongst the insurgency. So there's a lot of different equipment being thrown around. It's a lot of fingers being pointed around. So we're just trying to get to the bottom of what the hell the deal is here.
And last time, the Jaffe. By the way, I wanted to make a quick mention here. If you see the hand-drawn tokens, these are all done by Pat from Diesel Shot. She's given us permission to be able to use her artwork in our stuff. So definitely check. It'll come up in the stream chat a couple times.
It did already.
I think that was for Ryan's 3D. There. Yeah, that's for Ryan's stuff. Yeah, it's Spider Queen Long. It'll come up, I promise you. And if it doesn't, I will make it come up. With I think I can actually do this one. There's that one at least. Until the other one comes up, we would definitely love everyone over at Diesel Shot and really appreciate Pat letting us use their stuff. But one of the things that was mentioned is that there's an individual who owns a farm by the name of Haban. That Jaffe brought up as kind of like a recompense for bringing in rations and food, as this individual, he believes that there's too much good going on at that farm. Like, they have more than they probably should. Starvation is right on the cusp of all of this. A bad harvest for these genetically modified plants could kill families easily. So that should fill in most of the blank spots. Any other questions, Shepard?
That was a good summary. Thank you.
There it is. Thank you.
I got a question.
Yes, sir.
How do I get out of this chicken shit outfit?
Sergeant, you want to answer that question?
Chicken shit outfit? You mean your clothes?
Oh, snap.
Wow. You secure that shit, Stratford. So to answer your question, Finnegan, yes, the children are over here, kind of playing. They have their masks on, out there goofing around, being kids.
So what I would do is I would, if I can turn my guy around quicker, I would come out here and be like, "Hey kids, y'all ever seen the inside of an APC before?"
Oh, that's really gross.
So the kids are kind of like, they stop and they kind of look at Finnegan, and like one of the older boys, he's probably maybe 10 or 11. He's like, "No." He looks terrified. Absolutely
terrified. Take a look inside the vehicle. I'll show you around the vehicle, show you how it works.
Is that how he calls it that now? Okay.
Well, yeah,
This
Mister.
was not meant to be that way.
That'd be kind of cool. I'd like to see that. And so the lead boy kind of goes, and you definitely build up it's not a white van and it doesn't say candy on the side. I get what you're doing, right? You definitely, the adults over here are kind of like watching, to see what's going on, but the kids are all run in and they're kind of checking out everything, one of them's sitting in the gunner's chair pretending to, shoot guns and all that stuff. They're having a really good time. You're building up a lot of goodwill doing something like that.
Yeah. So I say, you guys, ever see any strangers come around here?
So what you mean, mister? We have people coming in and out here from the other towns sometimes.
Is there any mean guys that come in here anytime? Maybe somebody that's pretty mean to Jaffe or the other elders around here?
Well, I saw a guy. He was here a couple times. I think he's from Fakir. The other one, not the place where our parents threatened to send us to Zapsy whenever we're bad. But the other one, right? And
Right.
He looked like he had the markings from being from there, and he always just walks around the warehouses and he just stands there and leans up on them. And he just kind of stands there. It's weird.
Does he ever intimidate or threaten anybody? Get violent?
He just looks scary. He doesn't threaten anybody. He just looks scary. Like, everyone here, they just kind of go around and they're doing their business, right? I mean, why would you stay outside? You can go, we play and then we go inside so we can take our masks off. But he just stands there. He just stays there all the time.
Okay, well, look, I got some. Oh my God, I'm not even gonna say.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. We might have.
I got some provisions for you.
Provisions.
So
Also known as candy.
that I gave to Jaffe. So you guys got some food for a little while. But we're gonna look into this situation, okay? And we're gonna make sure everything's better for you and make sure you guys have a better life out of here.
Yeah, don't say that. We don't need any more complaints of spam, scams, and other malicious content, okay? So the kid kind of like looks a little excited because he looks thin. Like, he just looks thin, right? So the fact that there might be extra food and stuff running around. He's like, "Oh, thank you, mister," and he takes off out of the APC, and all the other little kids go running along with him.
I walk over to Davis and I just start tapping his pockets. I'm looking for his flask.
Oh, somebody just cheered. Thank you very much, anonymous cheerer. You're amazing. We love you. We appreciate that kind of stuff. That helps us to get our artwork in and help build maps and stuff. Thank you for the cheer. We appreciate that. Sorry, Sire. You were saying you're heading to where? Getting somebody's flask?
Yeah, I was just feeling around his pockets, Davis, for his flask.
Oh, he. Davis, are you stopping him?
I'm already taking a sip and hand it over to him. Look at Finnegan and say, "Don't be handing out too much false hope now."
Yeah, that one's on you, son. Looks like we got ourselves a bona fide babysitter.
Well,
what are we doing,
I'll
Sarge?
do what I can.
Good question. So we're supposed to be heading down to the farm here at a certain point after they get set up. So we if we don't have any other business there, I say we pack up, head out.
You heard the sergeant. Pack it up, move it.
I believe the phrase he was looking for was assholes and elbows. Let's go.
All right. Well, so you had Doug, how do I turn the audio off on the Skype? Because it's going to keep coming through on the...
It's
Yeah.
How do I just
What?
all these idiots?
Yeah, how do I mute these idiots?
Probably notification settings.
We should all
Notification
until he gets
sounds.
it figured out.
Settings, notifications, chat notifications, reactions, notification sounds, off. All right, now you guys can run your cum dumpsters all you want.
Oh man.
Oh, man. Beautiful. All right, there we go. Okay, so you mount up into the APC. All right, so we got Finnegan driving, I assume.
Absolutely.
No, I think I'll take the wheel.
You should let one of the. You should let one of the
Yeah,
kids
let
drive.
one of those kids take
You should let let.
Why don't you sit him on your lap while you do it?
Oh no! Stop! Yes, Finnegan's driving.
Sergeant, get your fucking Marines in line.
Let's fucking get moving, boys. Finnegan, take the
get
wheel,
your-
obviously.
Goddamn Marines in line. All right, so who's on the? There's one gunner seat. Who's in on it?
Who's got the
I'll
best,
take it.
Zap attack on that.
Zap
on that
attack.
gun.
All right.
Shepard.
I like
Look
that.
pretty.
Zap attack.
Always am.
So you head down the road for a while. It's not too far. I mean, we're talking about 100 square miles, so it's basically kind of like a 10 by 10 box. And you end up making a turn towards the north, and that's whenever Sergeant Brookson splits off and starts to set up a perimeter to the south. And you start to see fields on your left, and there looks to be fields on the right too that are now have been harvested. There's these large bunches of this whitish colored, almost wheat-like material that's being bound up in large hay, hay piles. Again, the road is dirt compared to the kind of blacktop roads of the little city. And you should be on the map already. Preloaded that. You should be able to move the APC and do what you will. Your guys are in the APC. I just have you down there so you have the visual. So feel free to do as you will. As you kind of go, you start to see some hands that are in the fields with their masks on. They're kind of peeking through the brush and looking. And kind of surprised by seeing a military APC rolling down the road.
Heads up, take it slow, watch for mines, watch for heads, watch for guns.
I want to start tapping away on the computers here. I want to see if there's any way I can detect anything that would be underneath the rock, or something like a mine or a tripwire or something that might harm our vehicle.
Comtech check.
Comtech. Where is it at? There it is. Show me the money.
Nope, seems like it's just a normal road. All the sensors on the APC are telling you that everything's nice and clear, that you have 3 buildings coming up. Yeah, nothing, everything seems to be fairly normal.
Hey there, trucker. My screen's showing all good. I don't got nothing that's popping up. We're in the pipe. 7x8.
You want to park in between these buildings here, Sarge?
I don't want to leave this vehicle out in the open. Definitely nook and cranny in between some buildings here.
Recommend putting it facing outward so that if we need to bolt quick, we aren't trying to reverse ourselves into a mess.
Right, something.
I just imagine this APC going like slowly.
Beep, beep, beep.
There we go.
All right, unload. Weapons drawn? Yeah, weapons out.
Show force.
We don't want to. We heard some bad things. All right.
So, yep, you guys can grab your pieces and move them on up yonder. I'll grab you, Zap, and throw you up there. Zip. Whoa. All right, so there's a porch that looks like it leads to a main house. There's this kind of almost barn-looking thing over here to the right, and there's a garage-looking area over here. You can see that there's some kind of weak irrigation that's done here, all basically hand dug and performed. So, yeah, what are you doing?
Here's the plan. Shepard, you're with me. We're checking out the big house. We're looking to see if there's any owners or people we can talk to. Then let's see. I need Zap. I need Cassian. You guys can take the farmhouse, sweep and clear, make sure there's no hostile entities. Just to get assessment of the situation. Davis and Finnegan. You guys can hang out on the APC. Watch for potential threats. So that don't let it. Make sure you lock the APC before you go. That'd be great. We don't want any kids running around in there.
Roland and Shepard, do an observation check. Shepard and Roland, remove your stress. You shouldn't be stressed yet. Do either of you want to push that?
I will.
So just roll. Just if you remove that stress already, just put it back. Otherwise, just roll observation again.
Wow.
Wow.
You're doing good.
Wow.
Roland, you took too many nips.
So, Shepard, are you pushing it?
Sure.
Okay, go for it.
Everything appears to be in order here.
Yeah, nothing. There's totally nothing happening, I promise.
Oh, good.
Hey, Game Mother.
1 second. What? Go ahead.
Swap up. Can I take out the change my rounds out for baton rounds?
Yeah, absolutely.
What are the
So
baton rounds?
right here, where I'm pinging,
Pretty much.
there's a gunshot coming from this up here, and it pings into the back of the APC.
Cool.
We got contact.
Marines, take cover.
And I think that's whenever we can just go ahead and jump right into initiative order. Let me throw you all into the combat tracker. Roll on. The APC doesn't get one. Get out of here, APC. You're not part of this nonsense. Oops, I think.
Well, there goes my cover.
Oh no.
All right.
How tall is this? Looks like a corrugated.
It's probably about
metal
6 foot,
fence?
6 foot tall.
When I hear that round go off, I look at Bino. I say, "Hey, Bino, let's get inside that farmhouse. Get you some height."
So it's a single-story farmhouse.
Okay, so never mind.
You can climb up onto the roof.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh, as we fall into the roof. Yeah, let's fucking do it. I'll hoist his nappy ass up there.
All right, so we are now officially in combat. Zap, PFC Zap, you go first.
Where did you say the shots were coming from?
Up here.
Which one's the farmhouse, right? Where he's next to, or the one I'm next to?
This is the farmhouse over here.
Okay.
Have I got line of sight?
Oh no.
No, I didn't think so. I'm gonna go towards this door.
Okay,
Right here,
so
left of me.
you would use your slow action or your fast action to move. So you got 10 feet. Remember, you got a 10-foot move and a free 10-foot move and a 30-foot move, using your fast action. Or you can use your slow action as well, and it gives you another 30 feet.
Zap, don't be pushing by yourself.
I thought you were with me.
I'm behind you, but I'm about 15, 30 meters behind you.
All right. Well, I'm taking a position on the side of this door. You want to join me?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and move.
Yeah, we don't know where the hostiles are coming from yet. We don't want to spread out too thin.
Are you?
The guy behind the tent up there, does he have a weapon? Can I see?
Yes, he does.
it? Okay.
Looks like an antique pistol from what you can see. Well, actually, you probably wouldn't know because you failed both of your observation rolls.
Right. Okay.
So
Good point.
you think that he has something, some gun. Doing anything else, Zap?
Yeah. Can I
Go
go
ahead.
over 2 more squares?
Yeah.
On the side of the door.
Yep.
Did you say each square was 10?
Each square on this one's 5. It's this is back to normal. It's the other
okay.
map.
Okay. And I'm holding that position.
Okay. Roland.
Since I can see that guy there, and I can tell he's got some sort of weapon, I just take a knee and take a shot at him.
Okay. Go ahead.
I was gonna say try to do non-lethal, but it's okay. I didn't say it yet, so.
Okay.
There goes his knee.
How do you want to use that stunt?
I will use that to make him drop his weapon.
So what's your gun damage? You used roll range. You didn't do your gun. You know, the thing that you got all angry about with me last night. Remember that?
Yeah. Yep.
What's the damage on it?
2.
2? Okay, and you're going to use that. So, let's see here. Okay, so that takes him down to 1. So, you shoot at him, and the bullet just slams into his shoulder and causes the gun to go flying somewhere over here near this swing set. He's hurt very badly, but he's not dead. Finnegan.
Target disarmed.
Finnegan, if you're talking, you're muted.
No, I wasn't talking.
Okay, good.
I was trying to figure out what to do here. So Finnegan is actually just going to stay back behind the vehicle, behind Davis. And then he's just gonna start cursing underneath his breath and be like, "Sarge tells me to not leave it out in the open, and look at what happens. My vehicle gets shot." And then he's just pissed off, so he's just like frantic about the vehicle.
It's not armor piercing, Finnegan. Get a hold of yourself.
Shepard.
There's a scratch.
It's a scratch.
It'll buff out. Shepard.
Yeah, I will take a move into cover back here. Hold on. Back behind the APC. And I think I'll call out to whoever was firing on us. Say, Marines, hold your fire.
There goes all the fun.
So you're what are you? So what are you? You're yelling to the other Marines to hold their fire.
Yeah,
Are you
well, I
yelling?
know the other Marines hold their fire for now. And I would yell out to whoever this is back here. You're outnumbered and wounded. We aren't here to fight. Put your hands up and come out. We will not harm you.
Manipulation check.
Anymore.
Bless you.
I'm pretty good at that. No problem. See?
You want to push it?
Yep.
Okay.
Womp womp.
So, whenever you yell that, this guy kind of staggers out from behind the tent there, and he's holding his arm, and he's like, "You shot me! Ah! I'm gonna die! Fuck!" And he's just holding his arm, like, and he's kind of stumbling his way towards you.
Get over here and get some medical treatment.
Right. Shepard, get ready with some dressing. I'm in position to apprehend this fucker.
Okay, so that takes us to Stratford. You want to go over there and apprehend him? Put hands on him? Okay, so you go over there, you put hands on him. I would say probably with your movement, the two of you would get right about here. Sire, what are you doing?
Using both of them to move in behind Zeno, or Zap.
Okay, go ahead.
Just don't breach anything yet. We want to make sure we're in position and we're not going to get surrounded from behind. Got this, and we got this. We still don't know if this is the only one.
Okay. And so the guy that you have, he kind of lets you drag him around, and he's just like, please help me. Oh God.
The hell are you shooting at us for, son?
You shouldn't be here.
We're investigating a disturbance. What's going on here?
Sorry, give me 1 second here. I'm just handling some business really quick. Some
okay.
Some don't worry about it business.
Oh, okay.
Some of these things happen kind of business, like it doesn't mean anything. Don't worry about it. You see nothing. Okay, cool. Yeah. He's like, so, ask your question again. Sorry, I was getting everything set up.
What's going on here?
What do you mean, what's going on here? You guys show up with guns on our farm, and we're just trying to live peacefully. I don't even know who you are. You're not security.
We're coming up here on the orders of the council.
I didn't know if you were from Zapsy. I didn't know if you were one of the warlords' men.
Is there anyone else here? Do they mean us any threat?
I don't know, man. You came into here with your guns out.
You don't know. You know how many people you have here. Talk.
Okay, and so that takes us to the next round. Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
This game, out of characters, in this game, are we free to pretty much just talk whenever during combat, or is it our turn only?
Basically,
kind of
no, you could talk whenever, but I might stop you like I just did with him to be like, okay, well, that's been enough time to move into somebody else's initiative. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, what do you want? You can say what you want to say.
I was just going to say over the intercom, hold position, don't breach yet.
So that takes us to Zap. What are you doing, Zap?
Just keeping an eye on this door. I've got non-lethal rounds. If anyone comes out hot, I'm ready for them.
Okay. So, Stratford, do an observation check.
Stratford, do an observation check.
Yes, that's you. You with the face. So, let's see what happens. Roll your armor, Stratford.
Oh, fuck. right. Oh, I just gotta roll the 66.
Why are the dice coming up so ugly right now? Okay, so you're you feel it. It hurts, right? Because body armor doesn't prevent the kinetic damage, but you feel onto your shoulder pauldron. You feel this like hard slap, and this it looks like it. I mean, it's really hard to see, but it barely penetrates anything on your armor. It just slams into the armor and flattens out and kind of cracks the shoulder pauldron a little bit. And you see this woman up here kind of leaning around this tent, and she has a handgun similar to what he had. And so that takes us to Davis.
There's more of them.
All right. So I'm assuming there's some sort of loudspeaker on our vehicle.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. So I'm just gonna step back into our APC and get on the intercom there and just shout out, "We're with the USCMC. Lay down your weapons now, or we will level this town."
Jesus.
God.
Manipulation check.
Gotta make it credible, I guess.
Yep. Add +1 to a manipulation check.
Kill them all.
Why did the dice get ugly? The dice were fine a few minutes ago. Let's see. It's so weird. So, you hear the woman's voice. Where did my notes go? Sorry. Give me 1 second. I need words. Police force. There we go. You hear a feminine voice. It's a hard feminine voice. She's like, "Fuck you! We know you from the Kaifo!" It was worth it. It was worth a try. The Kaifo. K-I-F-O.
Oh, dang.
And thank you for the
Just
cheer
that cheer,
again.
baby.
Love you. Thank you very much again. We really appreciate that. That takes us to
Kaipo
Finnegan.
was one of the 3 rumored warlord names.
Yep, it was one of the factions. Wait, so they're saying we're with the Kaifo or they're with the Kaifo?
You're with the Kaifo.
All right, so
Son of a bitch.
Finnegan is going to holster his weapon. 1, 2, 3, 4, and as I come around the corner, I'm like, "Lady, look, we ain't part of Kaifo. You see this? This is our nameplates. We're actually Marines. We're not here to harm you. Put your weapons down, and anybody else that's around there, put your weapons down, and we can talk about this. We don't want to shoot nobody. We don't want to kill nobody. We just want to talk."
Do a manipulation check with +2.
We don't want to level this town. Please don't make us.
I got kids. I promise.
I got kids in the APC and Candy too.
Oh shoot! Hang on.
Oh wow.
I like those results. I think he did it.
Is that?
Do I need to roll it again because I
Let me-
didn't have the 2?
Just do slash roll 2d6.
Okay.
Your lenses are terrifying me right now. Let's see. So, you see this woman. She looks like a farmer, right? She's just got that sun-baked appearance. Rough hands. The clothing that she's wearing indicates that she's definitely not a warrior, but she's willing to defend her home. And she has this pistol, and she kind of leans around the tent, and she's looking dead at you. And she looks. You can almost see her trigger finger just slowly starting to squeeze, like she's gonna pop a round off at you. And then she just lowers it a little bit, and she steps out. Oh, wrong button. And she yells. She's like, "Harper, are you okay?" And the guy that's, being questioned, he's still holding his arm, and he's like, I'm okay. She throws down her weapon right there.
Okay.
So that takes us to Casey Shepard. What are you doing, sir?
First, I'm going to
Casey.
unmute myself.
First, you're going to unmute. Good idea.
Get a hold of this civilian population. All right, we're gonna need somebody that can talk.
I'm going to move on up to check on Mr. Harper here. I'm going to check on his wound, see if there's anything I can do for him, and I'm going to, ask him what his name is. We've not actually got him.
So, do a medical aid check. If there was a 0 difficulty in this game, it would be at 0 diff, but it's more to see if you start spazzing out. Yeah, so he got hit with a standard light armor piercing round, and he's not doing well. I mean, but you managed to staunch the bleeding. He's definitely going to need some type of severe medical care in order to be rehabilitated. But you managed to patch him up, and he strangely looks appreciative. I mean, one of your guys did shoot him, but he definitely looks a little appreciative of what you did. And he's like, my name's Harper. He's like, I live here.
All right, Harper. Well, one of my guys popped you pretty good here. You're gonna find a place to get you to lay down, right? To get someone to look at you more long term.
Who's gonna look at me out here? This is the Losha. There's no one to look out here.
Well, let's at least I can get you started at least. You have a place that we can lay you down and get you some rest.
You need to be careful going in there. There's the boys from Fakir here.
I look over towards the building kind of to our left and kind of
this building
in there.
He's like one of them in there.
All right, thank you for that. Any other of your people we need to worry about?
He's like, we got families in there, children.
All right, you and your friend back there, you quietly round up everybody that's out here. You get somewhere safe, and we'll see what we can do.
Hey, excuse me, Lance Corporal. Shouldn't we have them go ahead of us to kind of let them know we're coming?
I kind of put my finger up to my lips, look over at Zach. Not till we know what's going on.
So
He's got some good vision.
let's see here. Okay, so about that time, the door to the garage kind of just slams upwards and opens, and you should be able, I don't know if you can see it or not because I couldn't do a token for it. Let me see.
Yeah, there's like a little bit.
Yeah, you can see the buggy, right? A buggy comes tearing ass out of here and ends up, I'll use this guy as the token, and ends up comes flying out of there and turns towards the south. So this guy is a Jeep, or a buggy. And that would take us to Sergeant Stratford.
All right, seeing that this guy's taken care of. We got a buggy coming in.
It's actually heading away. It's turning towards the south.
Right. Man, we don't want to provoke any more conflict that we don't need to do. It just might as well let them go. They're not causing any harm. I'm gonna ask this chick up here.
He's running for a reason.
Well, yeah, but we've already shot an innocent man. I mean, we don't want to cause more fucking
I can
trouble.
take his tires. Give me the green.
No, it's fine.
Harper,
I'm
is he with
in
you?
the APC.
Is he one of yours?
Right.
He's like, no, that looks like that boy from Fakir. Make the decision, Sergeant.
I got eyes.
Time's a wasting.
All right, take out the tires. Estelle, is that your name? Sorry, I read your mind. What's your name?
I have psychic powers. She's like, she looks at you very straight. No, she's like, My name's Estelle. Yes.
Estelle, please get anybody that's going to be, possibly be a threat here. Let them know we're not a threat, and that we need to speak with whoever's in charge.
One of them fakir boys is still inside, though.
Sarge, I'll go after the guy in the vehicle. I can run him off the road.
Okay, so we wait for them to come out, surround all entrances?
All right, so that takes away Sergeant Stratford's turn. Sire, you're up.
Aim and fire at the wheels.
Do it. So the rounds end up hitting the wheels, and these wheels are old. They're ancient. Like they have to be repaired over and over again. They're these run flat tires, and the smart gun's ammunition just slams into these tires, and it causes it to just completely spin out and flip over, and it lands over here, and it's upside down. Smoke's coming out of it. There's fluid leaking out of it. Yes. So it has been stopped.
You got that vehicle down.
Cool. Secure the wreckage. Shepard, tend to any casualties or wounds of whoever's there. We need to surround this this townhouse here. So is this Estelle? Is that a back entrance?
Where? Over here?
I pointed at it. Yep.
Yeah. That's it. There's entrance there. There's one in front, and then there's one all the way in the back.
Okay. I'll take the front with Zap. Roland, take the back exit here. You can get a good angle with your sniper. And then Finnegan, head around back with Sire after they get done securing the wreckage.
I got Overwatch.
Sarge,
I'll
we never
move.
cleared this building right next to us.
Oh, shite.
All right, so that takes us back up to Zap. Stop moving, Stratford. It's not your turn. Zap, you're up.
Okay, well, I'm not going to the door by myself.
I'm gonna pee. I'll be right back.
So I'm holding off.
Okay. Davis, you're up.
All right, I guess I'll follow orders here and move up here. So I think that takes all of my actions because I'm disembarking and then also moving up here.
Yep. Fast action to
let's see.
disembark, and slow action to move would be 40 feet. Yeah, that's good. I know it's in meters. I'll have to fix that to feet, but
Okay.
yeah, that's good. Okay. So that takes us to Finnegan.
So, Stratford, did you tell me to go up here?
So let's sweep and clear this barnyard to the right here while they're securing the wreckage, and then we'll move in and secure the entrances. Did you see my ping?
Yeah.
While he's moving, the guy that's all the way up here to the north, what's he look like? Is
He's
he carrying a
running.
weapon?
Oh, he is hauling ass.
All right.
Like, he is just all fucking heel and toe, man.
Sarge, we got someone running back here.
Christ. Harper, do you know that man? Man running?
He clams up.
Clams up. Can you get a shot on God damn, we don't want to shoot anybody. Do you have any stun rounds on you?
What is this, Judge Dredd?
Yeah, exactly.
Baton rounds.
Right.
God damn it.
Rubber
I mean,
bullet sniper
Da-
rifle.
Davis, make the call. What are you doing? You already slow moved. You already did your move.
Yeah, I can't do
Oh, that's
anything
right.
Oh,
else.
you can't do
All
anything
right.
anyway.
Sorry, Finnegan. What are you doing?
I'm following orders. I'm coming down to this door.
Okay. So, what's that move? How far did you move so far?
Hang on. I think that was
40.
only-
So that's your
yeah, 40.
that's your free 10 and your fast action.
30. Yeah.
Yep. All right. So door opens. What are you doing? You gonna go inside?
I can't move it. Well, I could.
You can
if
use
I
your
do
slow
it,
action. Yep.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna wait for Sarge. Never get a breach on your own.
Yep. All right. So that takes us to Shepard. Shepard, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go down and try to secure this wreckage. How far can I move with each? Is it 40?
70 total. If you use both your fast and your slow action.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. So that's 25. I'm gonna hug the building here. So it's 45, 60. Oh,
Sorry.
So I can get behind one of these hay bales. It looks like.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so that's you see somebody. The wreckage starts to smoke more and more. It's looked like it's starting to catch fire. Nothing else really happening there. It's whatever the fuel source is from that. It is a flammable liquid, which is not the typical type of fuel sources used anymore, right? Like gasoline engines and that kind of thing are a thing of the past. But it's starting to catch fire. It takes us back to Stratford. Stratford, what are you doing? Stratford, the shooting has started. What are you doing?
The shooting has started. No one's shooting.
Oh. Well, I mean, you did.
Some health breach with him. Sire's on Overwatch.
Sire's not on Overwatch. He already used his action, but carry on.
Oh, I thought he was.
Nope.
I will be.
Oh, you will be. Okay. So yeah, let's breach and clear with Finnegan here. I'm going with my shotgun.
Okay, so you go in, and thankfully you don't have, you can't really smell anything because you have your respirator on. But you see a series of cages along the back wall that have what appear to be chickens. They look weird though. There's something odd about them. And it looks like this is just an area where it's used. You have crates along the side, and you can kind of see like a hay material kind of stuffed out of them. Yeah, as far as you can see so far, there doesn't appear to be anybody in there. Do an observation check.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't think there's anybody in there. At least from the number of successes that you got.
Okay. So, all right. No, there's no one in here but a bunch of chickens. We were briefed on it. Yeah, let's start to move to secure all the entrances. We got Roland up east. We need to get bodies on the southern entrance.
Sire, you're up. What are you doing?
Fast action's 30, right?
Fast action is 30.
I'm moving 30, and I'm going on what's it called? Overwatch, but damn it, what's the?
So you have to use your if you're going to do Overwatch, you have to use your fast action for Overwatch because your slow action is a shoot, which means that you can move a maximum of 10 feet.
Okay. Thank you for that. Then
Yep.
I'll just move 10 feet, go on Overwatch.
Okay.
2.
Right, and that takes us to my people. So Harper just is completely clamming up. He looks like he was left alone, and he kind of like looks around, like shifty eye left, shifty eye right, and takes off.
Who does?
Harper, because he was just left there by himself.
Nice.
Well,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well,
All right. So that takes us back to the top of the order. Zap. Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
I'm going to
1, 2, 3.
go down 10 feet, drop off the edge of this porch, face up towards the door, and go into Overwatch, because right now I'm in a weak position.
Okay. That takes us to Estelle. Estelle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So inside, you see Estelle take off as Harper comes running up, right, and is kind of like holding his wound. He's kind of like he's gonna go, and Estelle runs inside, and you can hear from the door. You hear, ah! Roland, you're up.
sounds like a damsel in distress.
All right. So the guy that was running there, it looks like he went behind. What are these, trees of some sort?
Yeah, they're the weird tree that kind of grows here. It's so I don't know if you read the report, but there's both anaerobic and aerobic producing trees. These are one of those sets of trees. They're just a very strange color based on how they absorb light and what they use it for.
Okay. And I can't see him like he didn't run off into the fields here or anything. It seems like he's behind that tree.
He's still booking. The last you saw him, he booking past those trees.
Okay.
So
I'm
you
basically
can
asking if I can see him or not.
If you're asking if you can take a shot, you can take a shot, but it's going to be at a higher difficulty, and he'll get cover.
Okay. All right, Sarge, am I taking this shot?
You have an open shot. You take the shot. They're running it.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's going to even respond to me. So.
Why are you shooting him? Just out of curiosity.
Did he have a weapon? I thought you said he's.
Do an observation check. I said he's healing and towing.
Oh,
that's all I said.
Oh well. Hopefully he's got a gun.
And while he's doing that, by the way, we mentioned this earlier during the stream, but Pat's here, and I want to make sure that we show Pat the love that she deserves. All of these hand-drawn folks, wonderful artwork is done by Pat's. Anthony, if you could throw up that link again, I'd really appreciate that. Make sure to check out her Patreon, and of course we have she's from Diesel Shot, and we just love her and Lee to death. And another whoever keeps doing that, I love you.
Show yourself.
He was carrying something, Roland. He was carrying something. But your intuition says that if it was a gun,
he probably wouldn't be running.
Nobody noticed this guy running to the north. He probably could have had the drop on you.
Yeah.
So, you want to take that shot?
No, I'm moving up to get a better position so I can see both of these doors here.
Okay.
And then I guess that's it for now. So Harper's still sitting there he's between these tents. Then he's heading towards the door.
Yeah, he's looking like he's healing, towing towards that door.
Harper, drop there, or I'm gonna shoot.
Again. Manipulation check. Sorry, manipulation check +2. You are the one that shot him the last time and warned him.
Yeah.
So we'll chuck that +2 onto there.
Wow. Okay.
You want to push it?
Yeah. Why not?
All right. He throws himself. He looks like he's healing a ton, and he hears your voice, and he just immediately drops down to his knees. And I assume that he would have been bound up, because that's what Sergeant Stratford said, that he was grabbing him. So he just kind of drops down to his knees, and he has his hands in front of him, affixed.
Okay. Do I get to spend any stunts on that?
Yeah, if you'd like, I'm more than happy to.
How about your opponent is impressed by you and will try to help you later in some way?
I like that. Yes, that actually, with everything that's going on, that actually makes a whole lot of sense. All right, so Benno Zap's there. So that takes us to PFC Finnegan. What are you doing, Finnegan?
I look over Sarge. I'm like, Sarge, we breaching this door? We breaching that door? What's going on?
Davis has got a good overwatch on both doors. We're breaching the front door.
All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah.
Okay. That
Can I
takes
just
us.
throw something out there, Sarge? Do we got a breach? Do we got a breach? Can we take this civvy, knock on the door, and have him go in first to say we come in peace?
I like
Seems
the way
like things are escalating.
I like your line of thinking, Zap. We'll grab Harper and we'll have him do that. Sounds like a good idea.
All right, so that takes us to. You hear a gunshot inside the house.
Okay, never mind.
Never mind.
Stratford, the shooting has started. Stratford,
Now the shooting has started.
Again!
No.
All right. Let me get in position. All right, and then who's after me? Sire. Okay. So I'm gonna use my
How far did you
my,
move?
my thing.
40?
I moved 40. Yeah.
You
Okay.
skipped me.
35.
Oh, Shepard! I'm sorry. I saw Finnegan and then my guy. Sorry. Yeah, Shepard.
continue.
Shepard. The shooting has started.
I'm gonna this is my my fast action to move. Oh god, the hay bales have collision.
They do. You can't go running through hay bales.
Okay, so that was fast action. To get to this man, I'm gonna try and drag him away from the danger of the flammable wreckage. I guess I have to look
yeah.
at what's going on.
Do a mobility check. I think that's yeah. So you come up to him, right, and thankfully he had his seatbelt on because when this thing rolled, it squished the roll cage, right, and he is unconscious, bleeding from his head. The material that this vehicle runs on is starting to catch fire. It is a bad scenario for him, and you're kind of fumbling. At least this harness that he has on is not a standard make harness. It's not like you just push a button and it lets go. This is made out of spit, grit, and duct tape, right? Do you want to push that roll?
Yeah.
So you pull out. You have a combat knife? Do you? I don't think so.
I think a combat knife would that's just a little bit too heavy for me. I can't handle it.
It is. Yeah, because you have that stun baton. Oh, man, I guess priorities. So, yeah, you manage to find the release on this bad boy, and you kind of hit it, and he falls to the ground. And you start to pull him away as that thing, really begins to catch on fire. So let me draw a fire here. There we go. It's a green fire. Strange.
Oh, no, he's a warlock.
Well, I mean, this is
warlock.
the way this fire would feed because there's a limited oxygen in the air. It would just, the material that's on fire and, whatever. Science stuff.
Nice.
So you start to pull him away. Actually, the flame wouldn't burn very well. It would burn a different color due to the different material that's what causes the different anyway, sorry. I'm going to start chemistry in it. Yeah, you start to pull him away. You can go ahead and back up if you want. And I think that's probably about as far as you can get him away from that burning.
Great.
Anything else you need to do? Want to do?
Nope.
All right,
That'll do it for now. Thanks.
Thank you for letting me know you skip. I like to keep combat hard, fast paced. And sometimes I get a little too excited. So that takes us back to Stratford. You did your fast action move. You got your slow action. What are you doing there?
I'm issuing a command. So, Sire, we're breaching and clearing. So that's pretty much an order to him get a bonus.
Roll that command, baby.
Yep.
So he adds 2 to his next check, and that takes us to Sire. What you doing, Sire?
Well, I guess I'm not overwatching anymore because I've been given the order to breach and clear. So I'm gonna move my 10 first.
Yep.
And I'm gonna go on Overwatch again.
Okay. Let's see here. Yep. Okay. So that's that happens. And they're gone. Okay. And let's see here. So you hear another scream on the inside, and it sounds like a child's voice, a female child's voice screaming, just a very high pitched squeal of terror. And you hear something crash in there. So that takes us back to. And he's gone. Zap!
Okay, screw it. 10 feet to the door, and I'm going to kick the door open.
Okay, do a strength or a close combat check. Mostly scream during the day. Mostly. So if you go to, I know it's you're new. Go to skills. It is the second one down.
Combat.
Yep.
I got it.
So you kick that door in. It was barely holding on anyways. There's a escaping of air for a moment, and you kind of take in the scene around you. You see Estelle sitting up. She's kind of slumped against the wall, and there's a bullet wound through the upper portion of her chest, and she's bleeding out. She looks like she's losing consciousness. Over to the left here, I didn't have any child tokens, and I didn't want to have child tokens. I don't like, as a father, I don't like the idea of things happening to children, but you know what? That's what happens in reality. So, you see a guy here. You should be able to see him, right? From your position? Nope. Go ahead and step inside the room. You see a guy standing here, and he has a child, a male child, held kind of in a chokehold, and he has a gun in his hand, a pistol. And you see a woman over here to the left who's standing near kind of kitchen things, and you see a bunch of shattered stuff in the wall over here. The man has this gun, and it looks like he's starting to point it towards this woman. Actually, that's the wrong kid. Sorry, give me a second here. There she is. And so, the female, the scream appears to have come from a female child over here. The male child looks to be about 8 or 9. He looks absolutely terrified. Tears are streaming down his face, and he has no idea what's happening, and he is just completely just overwhelmed by everything that's happening here. The room itself is fairly sparse. There's not a whole lot of new technology. There is a ventilation system that's built into the wall. Everyone in here isn't wearing masks except for Estelle, who had wore one to go outside. But the air, you still have your mask on, but if you ever take it off, the air is stale. The recycling doesn't work very well, but it's functional. A small fire burns over here as kind of like a central hearth, and you kind of see in the sides over here to the left is where cooking is done. It looks like meals are taken here, and folks just kind of gather around here to talk. And you still have, so you kick the door. That's your fast action. You still have 5. You still can move a total of 25 feet if you want to move, and then you still have your slow action.
That means I can still shoot if I want.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Okay. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm just going to move 10 feet forward. No, crap. What's this right here in the middle, in between me and him?
It's a table.
Is that a table?
Table, low table. Looks like you sit around it. Yeah.
Okay. How are we for range? 36 feet?
So from that table would be 25 feet.
Oh, right. I'm going to move forward 10 feet to clear the doorway. And
okay.
I'm going to take a shot with my
your grenade launcher.
U4A2, but baton rounds. They're baton rounds. They're non-lethal.
Okay.
Nice.
Let's see here.
Amazing zap.
So, and I fire on him. Do I roll on him? Do I click on him or do I click on the weapon?
You click on the weapon. So, because he is holding somebody, this is going to be a little bit more difficult. So, what I want you to do is right-click on the weapon, and then put it in. Okay, so you right-click on the weapon, and it'll say base modifier, put at -2.
-2.
Yep.
Okay.
Don't miss. Don't miss.
Oh!
All right, so let's see here. The baton rounds. I need my USMC. I can't remember the damage they do. Sorry, give me 1 second. This is screens. You imagine the sound this thing would make inside of there too, right? Sorry, give me 1 second. I think I actually have it in the equipment. Sean's Marine equipment. M2 buckshot. Oh, I do! Look at that. These non-lethal rubber projectiles are for use in crowd control. Does 3 damage. Alright, so this guy is going to go down. Tell me what happens to him.
Well, he sees me coming through the door. he starts to pull. I don't know if he was going to shoot at that woman, but he takes that pistol, starts to point it at the kid, and he just takes that baton round just right to the fucking forehead.
Right to the forehead. His head snaps backwards, and he just drops to the ground, the pistol clattering away from him, completely unconscious. And that will take us out of combat.
Shit,
Yeah,
secure the
baby.
weapon. Nice shooting, Zap. Let's get in, secure that weapon. Assess the situation.
I'm Overwatch. Keeping eyes.
Somebody get on it, Stella.
Sarge,
So
sit rep.
Ruth, the woman here to the south, immediately runs up and grabs the child and pulls him away from the area.
Yep. Secure the hostiles. Davis, we have 2 children inside. It seems to be a hostile situation, and we've Zap knocked the hostile unconscious. We have Estella in here. She's bleeding out. Casey, what's going on with the wreck? I mean, Shepard. Sorry.
Oh, first name basis. All right.
Hey, Casey. What are you doing?
Yeah, the dune buggy is toast, but this guy seems like. Actually, I didn't get a good look at it.
You haven't even done medical on him yet either.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know how messed up he is. He's unconscious though, I assume, right?
Oh yeah, he's really unconscious. Go ahead and do a medical aid.
Oh, my camera.
Sorry.
There.
Ooh,
Uh-oh.
roll panic.
Oh no!
What is this, these rolls? Jeez.
Yeah, you guys haven't been doing very well
It's like
today.
87 dice and again.
You know what? I bet you fucking Severian's getting pissed right now. He's like, these are the kind of rules I wanted you guys to have when the Gatling gun came out.
Yeah, right.
Go ahead and roll panic. Shepard. All right, so you start to get this nervous twitch. Maybe it's because of your addiction. Maybe it's just because this isn't a normal combat situation. This isn't the kind of thing that you're used to. Whenever you have basically everyone here is a non-combatant for the most part. There's no armored individuals shooting at you. There's no xenomorphs rushing at you. But you develop a twitch. And give me 1 second. All right, so go ahead and do. You want to. You can push that roll still if you'd like.
Sure, why not?
Okay, so increase your stress by 1 and roll it again.
Is that 1 in addition to the nervous twitch?
No.
Oh.
I think I don't know if it added to you automatically or not. So.
Oh my god!
Wow. So. You're breathing hard. Tell me how you. I'm not going to dictate how you failed this, but he's going to die. I want to know. I want to know why he dies.
I'm gonna say probably because I was fumbling around with the harness. Whatever fire was in there was spreading. Maybe he had a cut or something that was getting worsened by me trying to tug him out of the wreckage, but. Something I wasn't fast enough. I'm dragging away his body, and I look down and I realize he's dead.
Yeah, you notice that the mask that he's wearing it starts to no longer get that kind of foggy appearance to it, and he expires. So inside, what are you doing, Stratford? Yeah, I saw you run over to Estelle.
Spray dressing. I'm trying desperately to keep her blood, inside her body.
Okay. Davis, where are you at? Where'd you go? I haven't heard from you in a few minutes. Where'd you go?
Back. I go up to this back door, see it's open, and I'm basically leaning around down this hallway. I see someone standing there, and I say, "Hands up!"
And by the way, whenever you get to that door, you see the backs in the far distance, running away. You see 2 people's backs. It looks like a male and a female. The minute that you open or come around that door and say hands up, this woman immediately throws her hands up like she wants nothing to do with anything that's going on.
All right, I would just start moving down the hallway here, kind of motioning her to start heading that direction.
Yes, and she will follow your directions. Where is Finnegan? Finnegan, what are you doing?
I guess Finnegan being the caring individual that he is actually just going to go over here and make sure that this lady and her kid are all right and console them.
So she is visibly shaken and, sobbing as she holds her son, who is also sobbing. She doesn't seem to be able to talk at just this moment, but she looks up to you and she doesn't. You can see in her eyes that she isn't sure whether she should blame you or thank you. There's this mixture of hate and fear that kind of overlap between each other. But she doesn't say much. Sire, what are you doing?
Man. I'm hanging out for a minute. Just watching.
Okay. Stratford, you're going to try to use a spray dressing. Go ahead and roll medical aid +1.
Okay.
So about this time, seeing that, Davis took off, right, and he's no longer being covered, Harper finishes going in, and he sees Estelle on the ground, and he's like, Estelle, what? No! And he runs over to her and kneels down beside you with his hands still bound. And you manage to cover that wound and stop the bleeding. Something isn't right. Something just doesn't look right. Like there's something going on further. Zap, what are you doing?
Okay, is Parker, I check his vitals.
He's stable, but there's already a big welt and a big old melon starting to form on his forehead, where that baton round just freaking decimated him.
Can I cuff him and pat him down?
Yeah, absolutely. So you grab some nearby rope or whatnot, and you strap him down. I don't think any of you brought flex cuffs. You strap him down and you kind of pat him down. This isn't the type of planet that has identification. He has a couple of small personal belongings, like personal items. And the pistol, he has a spare magazine for it. The pistol you see is it's a very, very old make. Probably like late 21st, or late 20th century, equipment. We're talking like, like a 45 or some 9mm, maybe a Glock, something like that. This is definitely not the equipment of the future. Other than that, he doesn't really have any identification on him, no identifying marks, anything like that. And he is very, very unconscious. Okay. Shepard. I'm going to go and stop ordering you guys into Davis. Everyone is basically free to do as you will. I think I've hit everyone. Finnegan is helping take care of Tucker and Ruth. Zap is checking. Sire's doing Overwatch. Stratford is taking care of that. Davis was kind of escorting Abigail. Shepard, and you can bring yourself in whenever you're ready, Shepard. Other than that, I am now opening it all to you guys to do as you will.
Get all the citizens in the same spot here. We need to keep them all together. We need to start asking questions. We need to figure out what the hell's going on here.
I'm gonna return to the house here and see that Estelle looks like she's down and not looking too good. I'll probably go check on her.
Okay. Roland, you go into that room. That room is weird. You should have passed one of the bedrooms, and the bedroom that you passed had just a big bed and a wardrobe. I mean, it's very, very plain. This room, that extra room that you went into, has a single bed that looks to be pretty nice. Not made out of like shitty wood. It looks like it has, feathers as down feathers in as a pillow and the thing, but there's these weird crates in here that don't belong.
Okay, I'll make note of that, but I'm just clearing all these rooms.
Yep. Say it, Davis! It's your opportunity! No, go back! Bring back Dread!
This is a bathroom.
It is a bathroom.
I think that's how I said it.
Yes, it is. Alright, so, Sire, you open up this room, and this is another weird room. There's no skull. I accidentally grabbed the wrong table. This looks like it used to be some type of a bedroom or a storage facility, but all of a sudden it's almost become a location for devising plans. There's a bunch of papers, but the papers are scattered everywhere. The order that was there is just completely gone. Casey, you can remove your panic now. You no longer have the twitches.
Excellent.
I just saw your scary face. And okay, what else needs my attention?
This chick
Start.
gonna die.
Yeah, can I
Sorry.
see what's going on with Estelle?
Medical aid.
I don't know how to remove my scary face, so that's just my face now.
That is just my face now. I got you, Fran.
Panic's back, baby.
Roll panic.
Damn it, dude.
It's a solid 87 misses, no problem.
All right, you're keeping it together. Do you want to push it?
No.
Maybe it's just the dead body that you just harvested outside, or maybe you see Stratford, that's you right now. You're spazzing out just like that. You know that this woman is bleeding internally. And you know that you don't have the equipment to take care of her out here. Without a proper medical facility, this woman is going to die.
I would try to relay that info to Stratford without Harper, or I don't know if Estelle's conscious, but without the other people around us hearing it.
Gotcha. So basically kind of, he looks like he bound her up. Let me call back to headquarters. Hey, Stratford, she's fucking dead, dude.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do.
I'll come over to the comm real quick. Hey, Stratford, when you get a second here, this room looks a little important. Got a lot of papers and shit strewn about. Not really sure what it is, but you can take a gander.
So Ruth finally kind of gets a hold of herself, and she kind of wipes her eyes, and she looks up at Finnegan. You know, she kind of stands up, and she says, "Who are all of you? You're not with the warlords."
No, we're not. We're not with the warlords. We're here to help. We're here to find information on what's been going on around here. Who was this man that was holding your child captive?
But you're not security forces either. Who are you?
We're with the Marines, the USMC, right?
Yes.
With the United America Marines? The United Americas are coming here now? She looks absolutely ecstatic. Like everything just completely turned around, and she hugs you.
I hug her back and I say, ma'am, everything will be all right. We're here to help. Can you tell us what happened here? Who started this? The firing? We heard the shots. What was going on in here before we got here? Anything that you can tell us will help.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Tucker, it's okay. It's okay. These are Marines. They're here to save us. And she turns back to you, and she's having a hard time keeping a hold of herself right now. She says we heard the vehicle coming, and we thought the Kaifo or one of the other warlords was coming here because they heard what Haban's been doing, and Parker, that man laying on the floor who kind of like groans and his eyes flutter. It looks like he might be regaining consciousness sometime here soon. Him and his friend, I can't remember his name. They were here to meet with Haban to discuss their next move, and we heard the vehicle, and Harper thought that you were from the warlords, and he went out there to confront you, and when Parker heard like everything going on, he panicked and he grabbed Tucker, and he shot Estelle when she came in.
Is Parker one of yours, or is he from Fakir?
He's from Fakir. He's not from Nalosha.
Fakir.
So was he in on this deal? Like, was there a warlord here?
There's never been a warlord here. Haban is just... If you go into the back room, Haban's been up to some things that don't belong in Nalosha.
What do you mean don't belong?
Nalosha, the elders have prided themselves on the low rates of crime here. And if, the citizens, they're told to go to either Zabsi or Fakir and to take part in those things. Haban just wanted to make a living more because the farms, they barely provide.
Okay. So you don't know what kind of things he was up to?
No, I know what he's up to, but I didn't have any other choice but to continue to live here. When we put in for the plot of land when we first, landed here, it was band together or die. Many of the original colonists died when we first got here.
All right, I understand. I'm sorry for your loss, but where's Haban now?
I don't know. He should have. He was in his room sleeping whenever all of this. Or I'm sorry, he was in the that middle room there whenever everything started.
And I point over to this way. I was like, this room right here?
No, that's just where some of the workers sleep. She points over to this room here.
Okay. All right. And so I come over to the comms real quick and I say, Sarge, you hear that?
Yeah, that must have been that fellow that was what Roland saw running away. Probably gonna need to get you on APC. I think we can catch up with him if he's still on foot.
You want me to go out solo? You want me to take somebody with me? What's going on?
So take Shepard. Shepard doesn't really have a use anymore. He fucking sucks.
Damn. Jesus.
So says the newbie Sarge.
Wow.
So is our goal to apprehend this guy, or is it to kill?
Apprehend.
Oh, then I don't want to go.
I didn't think so. All right. You guys head out, get him by ABC. I'm gonna check out this room, see what's going on here.
Yeah, we cleared this place yet? Are there still rooms that haven't been investigated?
I think Davis was doing that. Davis, you can report your findings.
Yeah, so last thing I wanted to do, because I already cleared the rooms, didn't see anyone in there, I wanted to take a closer look at these crates, and if it looks like, from what I can tell, safe to open, I would crack a couple open and see what's inside.
Yeah, there's no traps or anything. You open them, and what you see inside, it looks like chemicals, right? It looks like bottled chemicals. And there seems to be like there's a multitude of colors, and there's a couple of that are solid, and there's a couple that are liquid. If you want to kind of try to figure out what that is, do a medical aid check.
Okay. I'll do that, but while I'm doing that, I'd say, Sarge, you might want to take a look at this. They've got crates of something back here.
Crates of something?
Some sort of chemicals.
Roger that. Thanks.
Oh, good.
Roll panic.
You like freak out over the radio?
It's drugs. It's drugs, like synthetic drugs.
All right.
So you tell me why you get the nervous twitches.
Getting nervous twitch because of previous use of said synthetic drugs and the memories it's bringing back.
Just can't get enough.
We'll go ahead and remove that panic. I don't think the situation's going to...
All right.
So the minute you leave the room, that nervous twitch will go away.
Okay. They've got drugs back here. Synthetics.
It's probably what they were selling to Fakir with extra money.
Yeah, were they selling it to Fakir, or were they using this farmhouse as a base under the noses of these fine, upstanding citizens?
Hey, it's possible either way. I mean, it could explain why Haban was more well off than the other populaces here. But
Sergeant, maybe we should take some of those to use to negotiate.
Negotiate?
Yeah. You never know when someone wants some drugs.
We're definitely confiscating all of the drugs, but we'll take a look at that afterwards. Either way, what's in this room? Like looking at the notes and stuff.
Observation check. So you notice that the paperwork and everything, it looks like at one point in time it was ordered and kept neat. There's what appear to be some hand-drawn maps that have ink spilled all over them. You kind of rifle through the stuff, and you see some notes, and it looks like some of it was bookkeeping, but a lot of it is missing. A lot of it, like a lot. Like, there's just a lot of missing stuff. And one of the things that you notice on here, though, is the mention of salt flats.
Salt flats. Do we know about any salt flats nearby? Yeah, they're all over
Yeah.
Zapsy.
Just to the north of Zapsy is a gigantic salt flat.
Right. Maybe this is something to do with the drugs. Something to do with the, where drugs are. If we follow the trail of drugs, we're gonna find the gangs involved.
So, Zap, this guy's the one that you were kind of keeping a watch on after you handcuffed or tied up is starting to wake up. If you want to talk
Sarge,
to him.
what do we want to do with this guy?
Interrogate him. Let's see what he knows.
Get over there, Zap. Interrogate the shit out of him.
While he's doing what he's doing, I'm bored, so I'm looking at the papers also. Just
Go ahead and
do
an observation check.
And me and Finnegan are off looking for this other guy, right, in the APC. Is that what we're doing?
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, that's what I said. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll handle you guys here in just a minute after I do this interrogation and I answer Sire what he ends up finding. So yeah, you kind of rifle through this stuff a little bit further, and just from what Stratford said he saw and the mounds of the hay bales and all that stuff, you think there might be a little bit more product here than there should be. Like, not just about the drugs, but there seems to be some kind of a link with the amount of hay and stuff that they have, or not hay, but the wheat, the stuff that they grew here. Like, there's more than there should be.
That's to me? Sorry.
Yeah, that's to you. Yep, that's to you. Okay. So the guy's eyes, Zap, kind of pop open, and he's like...
Wow, that looks like that really hurts. In response? So, Freundchen, sag mir was. What's your name?
I have nothing to say to you.
That's a shame. There's a couple of people around here that would really like to fuck you up.
He kind of like looks around, and it's almost like Ruth can hear, because she stares daggers over at Parker now that he's waking up, and she kind of starts to work her way over too. And he kind of looks over back at Zap, and he says, "Are you farm guard?"
Nope. I tell you what, we're just call us an interested party. We're from outside the current balance of power. You and I could chat. I could give you some sort of, I don't know, protection, or we could just leave you here, and they can decide what they want to do with you. It's your choice.
Do a manipulation check.
Not my strongest ability.
It's okay. Let's see if the dice gods bless thee, because they've been just sticking it to Shepard all day.
Any modifiers?
Nope, just regular modifier. Want to push it?
Yeah, I'll push it.
Click that push.
Whoa, I gotta get back out there. And
Oh, wow. So he stops, and he kind of like looks at you for a minute, and he looks at Ruth, who's just like sneering at him hard. And he looks back, and he's like, "Parker. My name's Parker."
Nice, Parker. I'm Zach. Freutmish. Come on, buddy. Stand up. Let's go for a walk.
And he kind of like helps like get up. And he's like, oh, my head. And he'll go wherever you want him to.
Okay. Sergeant, where you at?
I'm right by the fireplace here.
Do we want to take this guy outside?
Yeah, let's roll. Following you.
All right, we take him out.
Wherever you want to go. Let's do this.
Just gonna walk him around the establishment a little bit.
While they're doing that, I get a weird feeling. So I go over to the hay bales and I start poking my gun in there.
They seem to be hay bales. Very much hay bales. The minute that you step outside with Parker, he immediately starts gagging and trying to grab his chest. Like,
Oh shit. Yeah, we got another mask.
he had one on him.
Okay, yeah, I put it on him.
He's like, what kind of interrogation is this?
I'm not laughing.
Okay.
Right.
Sire, it's very much hay bales. But you know, you kind of poke around in the back, and there just seems to be more of it. Like, you kind of have this, like, based on the numbers that you saw in those sheets, and based on the size of the farm. I mean, you're no farmer yourself, but there's more. There's actually quite a bit more than there should be. And the stuff back here is way higher quality than the stuff out here. So looking back to Zap, I'll finish up with you, and then I'm going to take care of the boys chasing after our friend.
I mean, what can I get out of this guy? Is he willing to at least give us any information where he's from, who's representing?
Ask the questions.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
So
that's how we roll.
So, Parker, you want a cigarette? Oh no oxygen. Sorry. So tell me, who are you working for?
Not working for anyone. Haban worked for me.
Yeah. So yeah, you're not from here, are you?
No.
Do I know that they found the stash in the back?
Yes.
So that the goods in the back room, those yours?
Partially.
But, I'm getting a bit of an attitude from you. I thought we were friends.
You shot me in the forehead. What do you think?
Well, I could just take that mask again.
Okay. Yes, it's partially mine, partially Haban. We came into business together.
So, wait, what was that second part? So are you saying these farmers, they're involved in this? Or they just cover?
Some of them, the ones that are in there, no, they're just family. They just live here. I didn't see anyone else that's part of us. You killed my friend, I see. And he points over the body of this guy over here. And he says, I see you killed him. Good job. It's, more money for me, I suppose. But, yeah, Haban had 2 or 3 others that he was in business. Everyone else here at the farm, they just live here.
So which colony are you from?
Fuck here.
What did you say to me?
I said, fuck here. I said, fuck here, bitch.
Who do you report to?
I don't report to anyone. They report to me. I'm the boss.
Who are you getting your product from?
I make it. Do an observation. Do an observation check.
You want me to do it too, since I'm with him?
I mean, you can, I suppose.
Kind of just, making sure no war crimes are committed.
Oh, again.
Oh, thanks.
You want to push that, Stratford?
Might as well.
Tell me how you're pushing it. I keep forgetting to mention
good.
that.
So I'm eyeing this guy up and down as he's asking, my boy Zap's asking him questions, and he's got a little bit of a attitude, but then he starts actually making weird body language gestures, and I pick up from that one psych class I took back at base.
You actually have to take that kind of stuff during sergeant's course, so yeah.
Yeah. So during officer training or sergeant training, whatever. So I try to correlate that, and that's where my pushed observation comes with.
Yeah, you both of you kind of pick up that he's lying about something, but you're not sure what.
You know what they say? You know what they say about liars, Zap?
I hear the word liar. And I lock my gun up, and I come up the stairs, and I pull out my Bowie knife. And I come right over next to him, and I just.
So this is becoming a team building exercise.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, and war crime.
Almost.
So, Sire, do a manipulation check.
Let's see how scary I am. Not.
Do you want to push it?
Real good.
Tell me how you're pushing it. Not very well.
I make it look like I dropped the knife next to him, but really I just threw it and it sticks next to him.
So he looks down and he looks at you and he says, he says through his mask, he's like such things as Fakir and Nolosha, they don't scare me. This is you have not been here long enough. And he looks back to Zap and he says, he's like, I am the boss. I know how to make this stuff, and I bring it here from a Fakir, and we make it here and we sell it here.
Hey, I pick up my knife and I got a question for you, and I kind of get down next to him and, lick my knife as it cuts my tongue, and blood kind of run out of my face. And I said, you've got a lot of hay bales here, more than, I don't know. I'm not a farmer. It just looks like a lot given the fields over here and the difference in quality. I'm not really understanding.
So he looks at you and your breathing mask begins to kind of get red on the inside from you cutting your tongue, and he kind of like looks at you like, the fuck, man? And he's like, I'm not a farmer either. I lived in the city in Fakir. I don't know anything about that.
It's kind of weird that they'd send that the boss would show up on such mundane, trivial
it's
bullshit, huh?
This is just us. We are the only ones.
Yeah, okay, likely story, buddy. I just want to hit it. I just want to. You know what? I'm just gonna punch him in his gut.
Oh wait! What did you want to do?
I just wanted to punch him in his gut.
Close combat check.
Hey, motherfucker had a child held hostage at gunpoint.
Where is Dion when you need him?
Oh, listen, Dion slapped a woman who was doing nothing wrong, alright? Did he get you a drive check? What?
Murray's down there dead.
I'm definitely punching this guy. You said you wanted me to do something? Sorry?
Yeah, close combat.
Close combat. Oh, okay.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
Oh, okay. So I have a lot of close combat.
You want to push it?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him in the gut. He's gonna take it a little bit. I'm like, oh, I was holding back for you, and then I'm gonna hit him again. Oops, I pushed it 6 times. Hang on.
That's fine. I got the first one. Yep, you're good. All right, so he doubles over and blood just comes out into that mask, and his mask kind of shifts sideways, and he starts gasping for air again.
The boss sounds like that.
And you got to put his mask back on, or are you just going to let him? Okay, cool. Just check.
Put his mask back on.
All right, so and then he kind of
slowly.
He kind of slumps back. My dog freaked out. Like, oh my god, are you dying? And he kind of slumps back down and sits on the ground, and he's. The saw flats. That's all I know. This is where they're at.
Where who's at?
Where I get orders from.
How many men they got there?
No, hold on a second. Sorry, I'm looking. Finnegan, did you do my drive check? Shepard, did you do my observation check?
If it's rough terrain, I want to use my all-terrain driver, which gives me a +2 modification to piloting.
Do it.
All right.
And so he says, he's still kind of trying to suck wind in. He's like, I don't know how many. I don't know who they are. They tell me what to do.
Who are you selling this to?
We just give it back. That's it.
What do you mean you give it back?
We get the chemicals, we make it out here, and we give it back. They never suspect us in Nolosha.
So this is a lab. You're not selling it here. You're making it here.
Yes.
Has anyone checked in that garage?
No, I'll go. And as I start walking by, I use the knife and I flick it at his mask and make it move again.
Alright, put the mask back on.
Yeah.
I hold the seal so he can clear the mask.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Somebody knows how to don and clear. Finnegan. You shoot him dead, apparently with a ranged combat check.
Yeah, my bad.
So, you end up heading out, right? And you end up getting into the fields. Now, there's fields that don't belong to this farm kind of surrounding it. Are you going to drive through the fields?
I am going to look over to Shepard and be like, Shepard, can you get on the comms units with the TAC command center and see if there's any life signs out here? I don't want to, wreck these people's farms, if anything.
Let's see what we can see.
So, the equipment inside of that is definitely used more for finding vehicles than it is for finding personnel. It doesn't really ping back very well, but Shepard, you do notice that you're able to pick up something in that field. Whether it's you can't put your finger on it, but you think you got something out there.
Looks like there's instruments are fuzzy, but there's something in those crops.
And you kind of missed it from our last chat, but the life on this planet, in terms of terrestrial, is pretty weak. Most of the stuff that is actually viable and larger, that would actually give you a sensor ping, live in the oceans. So.
Right. Yeah, you're right though. We can't just be doing spin outs in these people's crops. Let's pull over somewhere and hop it on foot.
Is there a section in between the rows of crops that I can drive through without ruining these crops? Like, how
I
they'll have different sections.
Kind of like how I have down here.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah.
There is between fields, but not between crop lines. The crop lines are thin enough because they're trying to maximize their output that you can't get the APC through that. But
is there like an area like this over here?
Yeah, in between the fields. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. In between fields. Yes.
Okay, so I'll tell him you look right, I'll look left. We'll try and scour through these fields and see if we can find them. And I'll even come over the intercom and yell, Haban, it's all right. We're not here to harm you. We need you back at the farm. Come on. Come out and show yourself.
Manipulation check. Or command or manipulation check. I'll let you choose. +2.
I'll just do manipulation.
Okay. Oh, wow. Look at you go. So it takes a little bit of time, but due to your piloting ability, your placement, your ability to speak over it, but a lot of it dealing with Shepard's observation and finding this guy to begin with, you see a person come out of the fields with their hands up.
And I look over at Shepard, I'm like, I think that's our guy.
All right, yeah, let's not allow for any nasty surprises this time. Let's pull up next to him, and I'll yoink him inside for us.
Yep. And you grab him, pull him inside. He's not carrying anything. He has nothing in his. He's completely devoid of any equipment. No guns, no knives, no sharp sticks, no phase plasma. Sonic electronic ball breakers. None of that. And you can get him in there, and he just kind of sits down and stays quiet.
Okay.
Davis. Haban, why were you running from us, man?
Give me 1 second. I wanna do your interrogation with Haban, but give me 1 second. Davis, Harper starts screaming.
Anything in general, or I mean,
she's dead. She's dead. She's dead.
So I'm just staying right here, just making sure no one leaves this room.
Harper stands up and he's still bound because nobody let him go. And he comes over.
Nobody's let them go.
Do a close combat check, Davis.
Guy.
As if he's approaching me like that, I'd be aiming my gun at him. I don't know if that would deter him at all.
Then do a manipulation check first.
Okay.
+2, because you got the gun and you shot him.
Let me do a. Okay, nothing more, but
he looks like he's about to bear down and shoulder check you, but seeing the gun, knowing that his wound happened, he just looks at you and he spits at you. And he's like, "It's because you showed up here that this happened! We weren't doing anything! Estelle didn't need to die because of you!"
I'm gonna need you.
That from outside too.
Now you're in the middle of your own interrogation. Worry about what Davis is doing. Or what Zap's doing.
I just want to make sure it's okay.
No.
Back up or I'm putting another round in you.
Fuck you! He doesn't go any closer, though.
He does keep inching closer?
No, he does not come closer. He just
That's
says
not,
fuck
okay.
you. Yeah.
Alright. I don't really say anything else at this point because I don't think anything. So Roland is thinking that nothing he's really going to say right now is going to help this guy out. So he's just letting him kind of, blow off his steam and say what he's got to say.
He's like, "I'm going to kill you someday. You watch. You and all of your friends." He's not pointing because he's more going like this. He's like, "I'm going to kill all of you. I'll kill all of you." And he goes back down and he just kind of slumps down on the ground and just bawls his eyes out. He's just crying. Now back to Haban. So Haban is in the APC now. And he's just sitting there and he's just looking at the ground.
Yeah, I'd say, Haban, man, why'd you take off running from us like that?
Thought you were warlords.
You know a thing or two about the warlords?
I've never seen one before and I didn't want to.
That's smart. Seems like you're pretty good at surviving.
I do what I have to. That's what you do here in Greenfields. You survive. That's all you can do. We are lucky to be in the Losha. This and that?
Oh, this and that. Is that I turned to Finnegan. You ever do this and that? It's one of my favorite activities, personally.
I personally like to do that and this, but it's whatever anybody likes.
Yeah. Were we still there when Davis found those drugs at the site?
Sure.
Great. So yeah, we found your stash. Does that have anything to do with what you've been up to?
In the Losha, you do what you have to do.
Now we understand that, and we have no qualms with you or your homesteader friends. We're here to snuff out these warlords that have been bothering you as well.
You can't.
You sure about that?
I'm very sure about that. Did you bring an army?
I mean, we are the army.
I think you are Marines, are you not? A Marine would never want to be called the army.
Lowercase army. An army.
We have a Hulk. So he says, he's like, even if you brought all of your Marines in the United Americas, it would not be enough to stamp out the warlords. They rule here. The Three Worlds Empire, they think they rule. They do not. They do not. They have their little home, but I bet you soon they will see. They will see.
Well, maybe you're right, maybe you're not, but in the meantime, you all have to live here. And it doesn't look like from the little time we spent here that's been going too great for you, no matter how hard you've been doing this and that.
How
Why don't
many?
you let us help you?
How many people did you bring?
How many people did we bring? I mean,
How many people did you bring? Your Marines. How many Marines do you have?
I don't know, Haban. What, like a dozen of us? What does it matter? What are you getting at?
Do you know how many security force there are on this planet? This has a population of, last counts, whenever we actually gave a damn about such things, there was probably maybe 50,000 people on the entire planet. And the security forces, there's many. And then there's Farm Guard. The Farm Guard has drones. The Farm Guard can kill a man easily without even having to shed their own blood. These individuals have not been able to stamp out the 3 warlords. How do you think that you are going to make any difference? The only thing that you did is that you probably saw some of my people dead. You saw what little business that I could make to keep mine safe gone. And you've done nothing. Whoever we were getting these things from, they're just going to go somewhere else. They will find someone else. That is the way things are done here in Nolosha, whether the elders think so or not. That is how things are done across the entire planet, except for inside of the nest. And even there, there's the seed of the destruction for the Three Worlds Empire. You have done nothing. You have done nothing but harmed people who were just trying to live, soldier. That's it.
Well, that may be the case, but that's not how we want it. Tell us, what can we do? What can we do to help you?
Leave, go home, and tell your commanders that you were unsuccessful. That is the only thing that you can do.
I'd probably just, kind of rub my face a little, kind of not getting through to this guy, getting frustrated, and I tell him, well, I tell you what, let's go talk to my commander, and we'll see what he has to say to that.
Okay. Sire, do an observation check. So you kind of go rooting around in the garage. You find that these benches over here, it looks to be the place that they were taking the stuff, mixing things up. Most of it's been cleared off. It looks like they were getting ready to do another drop. This buggy isn't here. That's where the buggy was parked. There's crates along the back. Most of it looks like it was, storage, for the gear to make this stuff. One of the crates here has pistol parts in it, but old school pistol parts, like Glocks, Colts, Ithacas, like nothing modern. No VP-70 stuff here, no M41 stuff here. It's just all old school equipment.
Sarge, checking out the garage. I don't see too much of interest except for it looks like this is where they were storing shit and getting ready to mix it, and actually looks like this is where they it's a lab. Just thinking about it, might be a good idea to act like we're delivering these things and be able to find out who's next. Play a little mole.
You know what? The first thing that's coming out of your mouth that I didn't absolutely hate.
Yeah, that's great. Well, there's also some old pistol parts here too. Back in the day, not really familiar with it.
Yeah, we'll take a look. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, sire.
Yeah.
All right. So, what's the plan here?
Hey, what happened to Adam's squad? Sorry, Sarge.
They're to the south, well off from they're set up a perimeter to the south.
So between our two vehicles, we could pack up and take the munitions.
Oh yeah.
The hardware and
easy.
And the drugs.
Yep.
Okay.
Easy.
David.
Was there another buggy in there? Or was that the only one
that was the only one? This one is not in there. I can't remove it because it's part of the map.
And I'm guessing, Sarge, we're taking Parker here, my friend, with us?
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's gonna spend some time in Nolosian jail. Or however their justice system works, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, so, Sitrep, Shepard, what's going on? Did you manage to apprehend him?
Yeah, Sarge, we got him. We're on our way back now.
Gotcha. How far are you out?
Finnegan?
I'd say we're not that far away. I mean, because we'd already been talking to him, interrogating him on the way back. So
5 minutes, maybe.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
I don't even think
Spot-
it took us that long.
Did you spot the other two?
No, we didn't. We didn't see anybody else out there. We got the high priority though.
All right. And then I get on the radio. Who do I talk to about getting these drugs out of here? Is the question.
You are the law, my friend. You can
We're like
can
judges?
contact basically.
Oh,
I mean,
halfway.
have you got into any like actual gunfights with anybody? What are you doing mostly? Investigating, right? This is why we're doing Conan Pirates instead of Judge Dredd. You could talk to Adam Squad. You could secure it yourself and transport it back. Whatever you want to do. Don't forget that the Nolotian elders asked if you would come back before you head back to the nest.
Right. Adam Squad. This is Stratford over. Not over. Yeah, we have a bunch of kilos of some sort of stimulant, some sort of drug here. We're gonna need some help transporting it. Can you bring your APC up? We're gonna load you in. We're gonna load you up.
Yeah, roger that. We're on our way.
Thank you.
So,
And,
go
Hey,
ahead.
do we trust these guys not to just resell this? Take it and resell it?
not Adam.
No.
Not that squad. No. I trust them.
So I want to get this straight before I kind of turn things over to where you're going next. Who are you taking with you?
Being with us.
Yeah, because you said you wanted to take Parker with you, right?
Right.
So
We're taking Parker.
You want to take Parker and you want to take Kaban with you. Anyone else?
God damn. I mean, they live here, but like, I'm kind of worried about some drug gangs coming back and then wanting some revenge. But I don't think how much room do we have in the APC? Is the question.
It takes 12 people. You got 6 basically, so you could fit another 6. And there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 children, 3 adults, 4 adults. Yeah, you
They
probably
gonna
got.
wanna leave? Sarge, are they gonna? This is their home. Are they really going to want to go with us?
Damn, Zap.
So that's what I'm about to ask, actually.
While he's moving around, I go up to Parker again. I go, who's the main farmer here?
He shrugs his shoulders.
I kick him.
Close combat check. So apparently, this guy is tired of being beaten on, because he steps out of the way and he rears back and he kicks at you.
Oh shit.
Do another close combat check.
Whoa, Parker, buddy, come on! I thought we'd gotten past this.
So you manage to move out. He kind of kicks out at you. You manage to move out of the way.
I'm gonna approach Harper. Unless Tyra's doing something else. You want to respond to that before I do anything?
I kind of laugh and I leave it.
Okay.
I put a hand on his shoulder, on Parker's shoulder, and push him into a sitting position on this.
He kind of he goes like this. He shoves you off you, but he sits down. So you go up to Harper. What are you saying there, Stratford?
Harper, I'm gonna grab his arms that we have tied up. If he lets me, I'm gonna cut it free. I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna pull out my shovel, and I'm gonna look at him, and I'm gonna say she deserves a proper burial.
No, we ain't got time for that.
Sire, we're partially responsible.
Fuck you,
God
I'm
damn
not
it,
digging.
that bastard out there. You don't have to dig. You can sit in the APC for all I give a damn.
I will.
Harper, this woman deserves a proper burial. We're partially responsible. That man, I point at Parker, like out in the hallway, he shot her. He's a damn bastard. We're gonna make sure he pays. But god damn it, we're gonna bury her. I'm gonna make up for this as much as I can.
He looks like he's about to jump at Sire. But
Sorry.
your words kind of calm him down enough that he doesn't, and he just kind of nods his head. So it's going to take time. You going to use that time?
Yeah, I mean, I am. So unless they're gonna drive up without me.
So, these
Perimeter.
individuals,
Perimeter.
these individuals will not want to leave. Okay. So
That's fine.
about this time, the APC rolls back up. Shepard and Finnegan are able to get out and bring Haban over. Anything else that you want to do here?
We're pretty much loading up the drugs, burying this poor woman, and then loading up not the hostages, but the prisoners.
Are you going to stop at the elders before you head out? And what are you going to do with these individuals, by the way? I think that's a really good question, too.
Yeah, so we should stop at the elders. We'll ask for. I'll ask them for advice on like what they would do in their situation, in their judicial system, like how they process.
Let's let me ask everyone else to see, because that's a good question. I want to actually role play that out. Is there anything else that anybody wants to do here?
Yeah, there's two things I want to do. I want to come up to Ruth and I'd be like, what's the deal with all the extra hay?
And she kind of like, she looks visibly confused. She's like, I'm not sure what you're talking, like, honestly confused. And she's like, I'm not sure what you mean.
Who does all the farming?
Well, there's workers that are currently out in the field, but Haban mostly watches over that.
All right. I come over to the cons real quick. Hey, Shep, Doc, we have, I don't know. I was looking around and I saw a large amount of hay. It just, looking at the field, looking at the hay, there's quality difference in the ones in the back. I don't really know what the hell that deal is, but it just, I don't know. Little spidey senses are tingling. Just want to give you a heads up. You want to talk about Habam, because apparently he's the, I don't know, I guess he's the head farmer. And yeah, that's it. While he's doing that, I'm walking back towards the garage. I want to use my cutting torch and seal the pistol crate.
Okay, sure thing. That's done.
Right, that's it then.
Okay. Anything else anybody else wants to do here?
Well, we're taking the drugs.
Yes.
We're taking the small arms.
Yep.
I say we smash up the lab as well.
Sure.
Not a
Go
problem.
ahead. Lead the charge.
Davis?
As we're packing up and leaving, I would walk by Harper and say, for what it's worth, I'm sorry, and just kind of keep walking.
He looks like he's about to do something, but he thinks better of it and goes back to doing his thing. But you can see in his eyes that there is hatred there.
Yeah.
So we're about out of time because I wanna get to this last little bit. So Adam Squad shows up, helps you load everything up, mostly in theirs, and the first thing he asks is, he's like, what are you gonna do with all these drugs and these prisoners here? Normally whenever we take them, we take them back to the nest. We got a prison there that we could throw them in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, my first thought here, I want to pay our respects to the elders. They advised us to head back in. I want to show solidarity in that and let's take it back to the elders. See if they want to do anything with it before we proceed.
Yeah, that's a mighty fine idea. That's smart. So you load everything up, you take off, you head back, and you head down the streets and you park basically the same place that you were. It's almost like you never left. And the elders come back out of the building as if they were waiting for you. And Jaffe walks up and with his mask on, and do you leave the prisoners inside the APC or you take them out?
Take them out. Yeah.
And he looks at
Before you on.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. What were you saying, Farloff?
I was just slightly concerned. We're not going to be party to a hanging, are we?
We'll see what they have to say.
Yeah.
We'll
No, but before you start trying to unload the prisoners, I'd kind of pull you aside and say, Sarge, I don't think you need to pull the prisoners out of here. Let's leave them in here for now. Make a decision later.
Okay.
If you're asking me for any thoughts on this, we need to keep them somewhere where we have them ready for interrogation.
Oh, sure. That's fair. So we'll leave him in the APC for now.
So Jaffe walks up and he says, "Was there any loss of life, Sergeant?"
Unfortunately, we lost one. Her name
Estelle.
was Estelle. Thank you.
Oh no, Harper's wife.
Harper's wife. She was.
He will not take kindly to that.
No, and he didn't, understandably so. We did apprehend the murderer, who also put a gun to a young boy's head. But luckily, our PFC Zap here was able to take initiative and knock the man unconscious. But why we were able to apprehend him.
And what are you doing with this man?
Well, we came to ask you. This situation was handled on your land, therefore I would say it's handled your jurisdiction.
So he looks back to his people who all kind of are being clammed up, and then he looks over towards Sergeant Brookson. And he says, "Sergeant Brookson, we are friends. What do you think?" And Brookson kind of like looks at the ground for a minute, and he shakes his head, and he's like, "Jaffe, I was reckoning that things would start getting bad in Elosha because it's getting bad everywhere, but I don't know. I'd leave it up to these young Marines here to figure out what they should do, because I don't know if they want to ask these folk question or if they want to." And Jaffe kind of says, "These folk." He looks back to Sergeant Stratford and he says, "Did you?" I see Turg in the background. He says, "Did you apprehend more than one person?"
Harper, or not Harper. Whatever his name was, starts with an H.
Haban.
Haban. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, trust me,
Haban.
it's fucking hard to keep track of all these names too.
I bet. We apprehended Haban. There was a drug manufacturing lab, and we did seize a ton, literally, of drugs.
So that whenever you say that, this woman down here, she's like, "It cannot be, not on our land, drugs."
Yes, unfortunately.
She looks at Jaffe. She's like, "You cannot let them take him." And Jaffe looks at Sergeant Stratford for a moment, and he seems to be thinking. And that's whenever there is an explosion over here. So these kind of corrugated roofs are warehouses where grain is kept. And the explosion is loud, like it is big, and it seems to be coming from the backside of that wall. And that is where we're going to stop off for today. So, really quick, I always like to take a moment to ask the Marines how they're doing. Sergeant Stratford, what's going through Sergeant Stratford's mind?
Well, the story just keeps getting clearer and clearer. I mean, now we have some drug situations going on. I mean, it's just, I was hoping that, the elders here would have a decision to make, but it looks like it's gonna have to be me, and it's gonna have to be the Marines. And now this explosion just occurred, so now we're scrambling. I'm scared. I'm terrified.
And Stratford, if you need to go, that's why I hit you up first. Shepard,
yes.
What's going through Shepard's mind right now?
Very well.
Goodbye, Sergeant. He's also pretty afraid. He originally kind of pushed to get into the 13th because he had understood it was a little bit of a quieter job, a little bit of a backwater. You're just gonna kind of make sure the lights keep the lights on kind of job. And this is very intense, a lot of politics, and he's starting to realize that he's not going to be able to necessarily do the good he hoped for. Not everybody's going to be happy that he's here doing his job.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to save every life, unfortunately, it looks like. And I did want to just mention that Captain Carrion, who followed us last night from a raid from Diesel Shot, thank you so much for the cheer. We appreciate that and happy to see you again. And because of a cat, and there was another anonymous cheer. Whoever keeps doing that, I love you. Stop being anonymous. We want to thank you personally. You're an amazing individual. Yes. So thank you. But thank you to both of you. And to the cat, I didn't see where the cat popped up. It was Shepard's. There we go.
That's Keiko. I was trying to have an emotional moment with my character, and she decided she wanted to just scream in my ear instead. So thank you for the cheer.
That's because the cat deserves the attention, not you.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't listen to whatever I'm saying. She's a star.
I feel you. The everything is as clear as mud right now, and it's an unfortunate thing that these Marines are having to deal with. Lance Corporal Davis, what's going on, buddy?
Yeah, so Davis is, probably has a lot of, like all the other Marines, a lot of emotions and stuff about what just happened, but is trying to keep those kind of down and suppressed for the moment, and dealing with the situation as it comes. The encounter that we just had could have gone a lot better, but could have gone way worse also. So kind of keeping that in mind. But what's concerning right now for Davis is the sergeant's kind of indecision about some things and possibly oversharing with the locals here with our operations. So, and now there's an explosion, so we got to take care of that.
Yes, you do. Thank you, Severian. Appreciate you letting us know what's going through Lance Corporal Davis's mind. PFC Finnegan, the driver. What's going on, buddy? What's going through Finnegan's mind?
Finnegan is extremely worried, especially about the locals here around this farm, and the locals up top that we just met. And for all he knows, it's probably the same situation, even worse in the other locations. But he's just worried about them, worried about how this situation is going to get resolved. And he wants to make do on his promise to try and make things better and for these people here. Because nobody deserves this kind of life, and nobody deserves what's happening to them. So he's going to try and do his best. But he's kind of like Davis, how Davis is feeling right now. He feels that the indecisions are going to basically put a bullet in our leg, or take an arrow to the knee, if you will, to us, because he believes that Haban would have never gotten away if we would have had a clear decision on what doors we were going to breach and everything like that in the first place. So, and that person may not have gotten shot. So he's not putting the blame on Sarge, but he also doesn't want to overstep and realizes that he's the lowest on the totem pole right now.
Leading in combat's a hard thing to do sometimes. And you're right. People don't deserve to live like this, and yet things could get worse with you being here. Maybe the sergeant should think about what Haban said to Corporal Shepard about maybe the best win scenario for everyone is if you guys just leave. So, and that's an option. You guys, it's your world. Thank you for sharing that, Alpha Wolf Zero, for PFC Finnegan. PFC Zap, Forloth, what's going on with PFC Zap right now?
Zap's having a great time. He's achieving what he wanted to achieve. He's getting to see the galaxy, man. And admittedly, he gets a little nervous when, a little anxious when Cassian starts discussing war crimes, committing war crimes. But everything seems to be going okay thus far. He's a simple man.
Well, we appreciate that input and appreciated your interrogation today and your baton round to somebody's face. Sire, PFC Sire, played by Hermes. What's going through PFC Sire's mind right now?
Well, all that interrogation shit bored the fuck out of him. He doesn't give a shit about the farmers at all. And it's pretty obvious. So he just, whenever he's walking around, it's just, half-assed, and whatever he sees, he sees. He was really excited when he got to hit the tire of that vehicle and watch it just tumble. And now that he saw the explosion, he just gets kind of this big shit-eating grin on his face, because this is what he likes. This is him. He likes the fire. He likes the death. And he's really looking forward to whatever's next.
So I wonder how Sire's going to end up reacting to all of this whenever the combat just continues to lack and the investigation and interrogations continue to increase and increase. So it'll be an interesting thing to see. So other than that, thank you for the insight into Sire's mind, Hermes. We appreciate it, and as always, beautiful, beautiful facial artwork there. So for now, we will take our leave from all of you. I just want to take a moment to thank everyone for coming today, for all of the cheers. We really appreciate that, and as we've said before, we use that money to get mapping programs, to pay for artwork, and to kind of keep this stream as high quality as we possibly can. Didn't look like we had any issues, so I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing before every stream. This week, obviously today is Sunday, so that's the end of the week or the beginning, however you look at it. We have, on Tuesday, we have Conan Under Black Sails at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do we have Curse of Strahd on Friday, Davis? Do you know? I can't remember. It's the 23rd is the next one, so it's not this one. Okay.
Yeah, we don't have Call of Cthulhu or Curse of Strahd or Paranoia.
Okay, I was about to ask about Paranoia.
Maybe.
We do not have Aliens because it's every other Sunday.
That's right.
Yeah, and you have Dex's wedding this weekend. Congratulations to him. And I will be traveling. So, yeah, basically we got Conan on Tuesday. If you can, join us. I didn't check our Discord yet. Do we have a raid ready or no?
We do not, do we? No.
Can you grab me one real quick? Because I would like to do a raid. I always like to share the love a little bit. So, once again, thank you to everyone's there. I'm going to go ahead and throw us on our end screen. If you can hang around for just a moment, we're going to go do a raid. And until next time, Semper Fi.